Okay, today I'm going to talk to you guys about photography and specifically how it influences our lives, like because we see it in media and we all like have pictures and stuff like that. So to begin, why I chose photography. First off, I like to take pictures and I like to look at pictures. Like I tend to sit on Pinterest and just like scroll through. And third, my uncle's a photographer, so like photography is kind of big in my family. So I'm going to show you 3 photos, and I want you to think about like how they make you feel, or where, like if you picture yourself at the place, or just what comes to mind whenever you see these photos. The first one, this is Myrtle Beach, which everyone knows of, I'm sure. When you see this, you probably get like a happy feeling. You probably wish you were there because it's probably warm. You can probably like smell the salt water, hear all the other people. So that's just kind of something that photography, you don't just look at it, it kind of gives you, like you can relate to it and you can almost experience it as if like you're actually there. Now this one we all can relate to really well right now. You probably get cold and probably not such a happy feeling, and you probably wish that you were in the first picture, and we're all used to this, so you get a completely different feeling from this picture than you would the first picture. Now this one, you probably get depressed. This is Myrtle Beach also, so you can see how the difference from 2 pictures of the same exact thing, just at a different time, different things going on, can give you 2 different sets of feelings. Because obviously this one, you wouldn't feel happy and excited to be there if you were there, and that's what the weather was like there. So next, so the same beach, just giving you a different feeling. So now photography and the media. The top picture is Victoria's Secret models, obviously. And a lot of girls would look at those girls, especially with the fashion show being last night, and say, wow, I wish I looked like that. I wish I could be one of them. But then the bottom one kind of shows that you don't have to look like a Victoria's Secret model to be beautiful and such. So if you see the top picture compared to the bottom picture in the media, one has more of a positive effect, whereas the other one has more of a negative effect to what women should feel like, and especially because women and their appearance and beauty is big in our society. Here's another one for Abercrombie & Fitch, saying, someone did a presentation about how Hollister doesn't want bigger girls or bigger people in general wearing their clothing. So this, like for Abercrombie, they're kind of showing that not everyone has to look like the girl on the right to wear their clothing. Not everyone has to have that certain image of what the media shows as being beautiful and stuff to wear their clothing. So this kind of has a positive impact for not only Abercrombie but for women in our society. The first article I had talks about how they had groups of people who were shown random pictures and their reactions to the photos were recorded. They said that people had a greater impact when they saw pictures from like past events, like so war or something like that. So obviously people do react to that because that's like real life stuff. But they ultimately concluded that just looking at the pictures affected the people's emotions, their behaviors, the way they felt. So it wasn't just, oh, this is a picture and threw it to the next one. And the second article, it was called Influences Through Social Communication. It kind of talked more about conformity, but it also stated how people conform based on media and how what we see and the people that we're around influence what we do. So in relation to the first one, the pictures that we see in our everyday lives and photography that we picture ourselves in influences the way we act and the way we behave and what we do. This is a quote: "You don't make a photograph just with a camera. You bring to the act of photography all the pictures you have seen, the books you have read, the music you have heard, and the photos that you have loved. this is kind of just saying that like a picture isn't just something we look at, like it represents something. Like if you guys were out and you took a picture of something, it probably means more than a picture or a piece of paper or something that's on your phone or something. So it kind of affects who we are, and that's how we all can relate to it, and it can like determine what we do and people that we are and our actions and our emotions and behaviors and all that. Any questions? That's my work setting.
Were all those your pictures that you
No.
showed us? Oh.
No, none of those were actually. But yeah.
Come on. Next time, don't be so shy about your talent. I said next time, don't be so shy about your talent. I know you have a ton of pictures, I'm sure of it.
I just got a brand new camera actually, and I had a bunch of